What's up, guys? Okay, I just did this one yesterday, and I had another one ready to go, and then more information, not necessarily information, it's probably stuff you're already going to know by the time I get into it, because pretty sure you're not going to be treated like this. Anyway, we'll do another quick follow-up on this one, because we know they protect and serve themselves. Kind of got the behind the scenes on that one. So anyway, this is the video from yesterday. You can go watch it. And this is where we're at today.
Tonight, an Apple Valley News Now exclusive investigation into Trooper Sarah Clasen's deadly crash in Richland. Many of you are asking us, did she receive special treatment at the scene? Our Wendy Redmond is looking into just that. She joins us now with the parameters as to how we approached this topic as Apple Valley News Now investigates uniform conduct.
We poured through hours of body cam videos, and not just from Richland Police. Now, never before seen video from Washington State Patrol. After identifying areas we had questions about, we showed those clips in proper context to a local attorney. We also went through hundreds of pages of documents we obtained from Richland Police for this report.
Also, I'd like to note, like 86% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. All you gotta do is click the button, it's free.
911, where's your emergency?
There's a body ejected, huge accident.
There's so much blood.
Are they moving at all?
No.
We need everyone.
March 1st, 2025, a horrific crash involving an SUV and motorcycle in Richland off State Route 240. Police say driving the SUV, off-duty Washington State Patrol Trooper Sarah Clasen.
I literally didn't see, I was turning and then just all of a sudden like boom.
It happened right where all the rubble is. And the helmet flew. We watched the helmet fly.
Toxicology showed more than 5.5 hours after the crash, Clasen's blood alcohol content was 0.17.
0.17. This is over 5 hours. And it's still twice the limit. It's a wonder she could even drive that vehicle.
More than twice the legal limit. Motorcycle rider Josef Sanchez did not survive. Now, some question if Clasen received special treatment at the scene because she was law enforcement.
And notice how often she's laughing.
Studying body cam videos from both Richland Police as well as State Patrol, we had questions.
So when the police are investigating,
Walla Walla attorney Richard Gilliland has no affiliation with the case. Some video clips we showed him, he said he would not fault officials over.
No question she's being treated better, but it isn't a normal situation either.
How is it not a normal situation? It's a traffic crash. She's a trooper. You're not getting this treatment. You're going to be... When you say you're not going to take fields, they're going to put you in handcuffs and they're going to take you to jail. You are not getting this treatment. And they're surely not going to offer you something to drink.
However, he said other clips raised concerns, like State Patrol and Richland Police seemingly discussing who would do what in the investigation. This crash happened.
Well, here's the standards right here. Typically, Highway Patrol, they are the picture of physical fitness. Their first line of de-escalation is command presence, showing up. When this one shows up, people are laughing and they're like, pretty sure if I run, this one's not catching me. And they would be correct.
In WSP jurisdiction, so normally this would be their case, but it also involves one of their own.
You want to take it? I can call my driver guys out and just take it from the We have the detectives coming. We can do everything, but just like maybe the whole thing.
They can do everything, just not the whole thing. Is it everything, the whole thing? What's the difference between everything and the whole thing? Be the investigation. No, the trooper should not be. When a trooper's involved, troopers should not be investigating anything.
We can do everything. Just say, hey, just for impartial reasons.
Nope.
I don't know if your bosses would go with that. I mean, we're gonna have everything. We can tech it. You don't have to call it.
I mean, look at this. Can we stop? This is absolutely ridiculous. No standards.
Guys out. We can do everything unless you want to do your way.
Well, given this showing West right now, I'm inclined to call my guys in and minimize their involvement here.
The fact that they're even suggesting that they can do that investigation when they have another investigation they should be going to or potentially going to And as long as the department who is there is capable of doing the investigation, State Patrol should say, we're out of here. Like, this is all you. That's kind of a black eye in State Patrol, in my opinion.
Richland police did eventually take over, but some with the WSP remained. One of which, her sergeant, seemingly warning her multiple times she was being recorded.
Also, Richland police, no. That's the county where the troopers are working. No, they shouldn't be involved either.
Camera's still going. It's okay. There's no reason. Everybody's recording here. It's tough. Like, I don't want to ask you too much with the camera.
Yeah, don't want to ask you too much with the cameras running, and they're going to tell her like 400 times the cameras are running, or trying to tell her drunk ass to do is keep her damn mouth shut. Like James from Southern Draw Law says, keep your evidence to yourself. That means keep your mouth shut.
You can sit in my car. I don't have a camera in the car.
And then there was this phone call from her sergeant. It's unclear who he's speaking with.
I didn't want to really talk to her too much.
My guess would be that he's talking to her husband, because not too long later, guess who shows up? Her husband. And also, she's on the phone a couple times.
On camera either.
Regular citizens are told one time, this is being recorded. And at that point,
And that's only because they have to let you know it's being recorded.
they're going to try and get you to say everything you can to functionally admit things.
So in terms of a red flag, how would you kind of
That's
feel
huge.
about that?
That one bothers me a lot.
Then there's this.
Need a drink?
WSP apparently gives Clasen a drink. Notice the timestamp, 8:25. Now look at this Richland police video at 9:45 as the officer offers a sobriety test with what appears to be the drink in her pocket.
I would love to rule out impairment, but without the fields, it is hard to rule that out. Obviously, it's voluntary. I won't ask you again, but there may always be that question down the road.
He's not going to ask her again. They're going to ask you 412 times if you're going to take them. The minute you refuse, you're going in cuffs and you're going to jail.
I just rather not.
So I'm trying to think of an example of where I've ever seen someone given something to consume at all prior to a breath test being offered.
Doesn't happen.
And I can't say I can think of a single example of that. It's not that a drink of water or whatever would have necessarily have a significant impact, but what it could possibly do is affect the smell of alcohol coming from your breath.
We reached out to WSP. They said they could not speak directly about the case since it's not their investigation, but they could speak in general about some policies or procedures, like when an off-duty trooper is involved in a crash in WSP jurisdiction.
Well, while there's no legal requirement that says that we have to hand off an investigation.
It should be when you're we investigated ourselves and we found no wrongdoings. How many times do we have to hear that? Total bullshit.
It's our standard policy that we do.
After which, is it normal for WSP to stay?
So it would not be something out of the ordinary for a trooper that once it's been handed over to an investigative agency and the trooper is no longer needed for the investigation for the trooper to leave, but nor would it be out of sorts for a trooper to stay.
As for repeated warnings about being recorded or offering drinks before a sobriety test, they could not speak to that. Now, the big question, can any of what we've seen...
They can speak to it, they won't, because they know it's wrong.
...or talked about today impact the case should it go to trial?
That's tough to say. There are certainly things that if I was the defense attorney on the case, I would be looking at.
We also reached out to Richland Police and were told at this time they will not be issuing any statements. Wendy Redman, Apple Valley News Now, investigates.
Of course they're not gonna. Let's see what the comments got to say real quick. Then we'll be out of here. 5 hours till she was tested for alcohol. That's a huge red flag, as that meant she was very, very drunk when she killed the poor man. Absolutely. Of course, she was given special treatment. The Blue Line Gang helps their own once again, yes. We just don't know. We have no idea if she's receiving special treatment. It's currently unclear if she's being given special treatment. It's being investigated because no one can tell, but by any meaningful metric, whether or not she was receiving or is receiving special treatment. We're looking into it because we don't know. Yes, special treatment. Blue wall silence, incompetence, and corruption. Self-proclaimed heroes. Absolutely. Anyway, that's where I with this one. Miss Drunk Sarah Clasen. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, like 87% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to our channel. Click the button and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.